He's a bad beast on that barbecue, on the grill or the smoker. He knows just what to do. He's a bad beast on that barbecue.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Today we're going to be doing a pork tenderloin on the REC TEC 700, okay? And we're going to be trying out a new rub that REC TEC just came out with called Warm Apple Pie Rub. Now, what goes better with pork than apple, right? I tasted this out of the bottle. It's got a great apple flavor, man. It's sweet. It's got a little saltiness to it, man. So sounds like this will be fantastic on pork products, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this pork tenderloin. We have a combination of cherry and apple pellets up in the smoker right now. The smoker is currently preheating. We're gonna cook it at 245 degrees until the pork tenderloin reaches an internal temperature of 145 degrees, okay? So let's go ahead and get this prep work done, and then we're gonna go ahead and get her on the 700, and we're gonna see how this warm apple butter rub turns out, okay? All right, so we're gonna do a couple of things different to this pork tenderloin that I normally don't do, just to see how it turns out, okay? So first of all, since pork tenderloin is kind of lean, we're gonna go ahead and inject it. And we're gonna inject it with some of this Tony's butter injection. As you guys know, I love this Tony's Creole butter injection. We use it a lot on a lot of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and inject this pork butt right now, okay? All right, so we're gonna hit it from several different angles. And you know, this is a little porous here, so some of the injection will come out to the surface. However, we're going to be putting some slits in here anyway to get the warm apple pie rub deep into the pork tenderloin, okay? So any of the injection that comes back to the surface will just simply act as a binder, okay? All right, I think we got enough there. And like we just did, we rubbed the injection that came out, and as you can see, it's going to act as a binder for our rub, all right? All right, so now we got it injected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some cross hatches on my pork tenderloin just to give a few crevices for the rub to get down into. Not too deep. I'm just gonna go all the way down the pork tenderloin, about a 1/4 of an inch. We're gonna come back the other way. Should make for a nice presentation too once the pork tenderloin is cooked. Okay. Okay, there we have it. Okay, and now we're gonna put our rub on. And like I said, this rub smells and tastes fantastic. I hope it tastes as good as it smells on the pork tenderloin. So we're gonna get this covered up and put a nice generous coating on it. And I want to bend my pork tenderloin slightly so that the rub will get into some of the crevices, all right? Make sure I get the sides and underneath, of course. Now, underneath still has some fat on it, which is fine. I don't want to trim a pork tenderloin too much because then it'll really dry out on you, all right? So, get this side. Get the top again. All right, let's go ahead and put it on our rack. When we use a rack because it'd be easier to take it off of the pellet smoker once it's finished cooking. Okay, and the rack has been sprayed with some non-stick spray. We use the PAM. All right, we'll hit this again. Nothing like a little sweetness with your pork. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we got a nice coating on there. We're gonna let this sit for a few minutes. Then we're gonna head out to the REC TEC smoker and let it do its thing. Ooh, let it do its thing. Wow. All right, meet you out on the deck. Hey, all right, guys, so we're done with our cook. We pulled our pork tenderloin off of the REC TEC 700 at 144, 145 degrees. Some areas are smaller than others, so some hit 150 and some stayed in the 144, 45, 145 range. But there's so much liquid on the cutting board here, man, that I know that it's really moist and juicy, okay? Let me give you a close-up look at this. All right, guys, as you can see, it doesn't have a whole lot of red color to it like I usually like. I think next time I might mix this apple pie rub with some paprika to give it a little color, okay? It smells fantastic. It's nice and juicy. You can see all the liquid on the board there. So the slices on top gave it a nice appearance. So hey, the most important thing is taste. So hey, let's get to it and see how it tastes. All right, guys, so we can go ahead and cut into this and see how it came out. Man, it's really nice and juicy. Even got a nice little smoke ring. And this looks really nice, really moist. But of course, it's all about the flavor. All right, let's see what we got. I can really smell that apple rub. I hope it comes through in the flavor. All right, here we go. The apple pie rub tastes good, but it's not strong enough, really. It's a mild sweetness, so a lot of the pork flavor comes through, and like I say, it's really, really juicy. So I love the way the rub tastes. It's just that it's just not pronounced enough, okay? I don't know if I have to pack some more onto the meat itself, or if this rub is best suited for more delicate meats like fish, maybe chicken, or maybe some desserts, okay? And we'll try that on some desserts also and see how it turns out. But the cook came out great. The REC TEC 700 did a fantastic job. They put a little smoke ring on it. This thing is really, really juicy. It's really, really moist, and it's going to make for some good eating. The apple pie flavor was a little bit more pronounced in that piece there. So I guess it depends on what part of the pork loin you get, but I would either have to layer it on a lot thicker or use it, like I said, on something that's not so dense, okay? Well, I want to thank the guys at REC TEC for sending us this warm apple pie rub. It's some good stuff. I just got to find the ideal thing to put it on, I guess, in order for it to come out really pronounced and really sweet, okay? We'll try this on maybe some grilled fruit or something in the near future, okay? If you guys are interested in getting some of this or interested in getting a REC TEC grill, check out the guys at rectecgrills.com. Fantastic customer support, okay? Well, that's all we have time for today. Like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. Hey, as always, we'll see you guys around the smoker.